There you go. Or is that a largie? That's a largie. Yeah. There we go. Now we're talking. Hey, this week we are back up in Lacrosse. It's cold, but I'm hoping the fishing is going to continue to get hot. Glad you're here. Oh yeah, nice smallie there. This weather being this cold like this really had to slow down, and you're either throwing square bills real slow or crankbaits, or of course I went back to an X-Wrap, and that never seems to fail. He actually missed it. I think I caught him in the side. Yeah, but we'll just see what we can do here. Yeah. That's one thing about those X-Wrap hooks, is they're nice and sharp. Really nice Mississippi River smallie there. Yeah, this water is so cold. It got down to 30 degrees last night, and look how fat those things are. And so you just have to take your time, and he swatted at that and missed it, but those VMC hooks caught him really good. Put this fish back. Let me tell you something, especially this time of year, whenever you have cold temperatures like this, it always pays to take an extra second and sharpen those hooks. I use a diamond file that I always keep in my boat. It's kind of old school, real heavy, but you can always feel the nicks and burrs on your hooks with a diamond file, and so I'll go over it till I don't feel any nicks anymore, and then check it on my thumbnail. And then here's another little extra tip for you. If you carry a black magic marker in your boat with you, if you color over the area with that permanent marker where you just sharpened, it'll keep it from rusting. So especially on days like this when the bite is tough, those sharp hooks, without question, they're going to make a difference. Good job, buddy. Good job. Hey, it's good fish. Always fun you're catching them on a jerkbait.
Yep.
All right. Here he comes. He ate it. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see.
The top hooks came out. It's just the bottom hook now.
Yeah.
One hook in them.
The way our day started, I mean, of course that's what it's going to be. Come on, but there you go. Nice. With that temperature cooling down like it has, I mean, we're just going to have to slow down and probably just throw slower baits until the sun warms up a little bit. But we had a pretty cold front, pretty severe cold front last night, dropping down in the 30s.
Yeah, we got
cold.
36 last night. Those fish, I think, are being pretty stingy this morning.
That's all right.
But we slowed down with the jerk bait. A lot of bait in this back bay right here, and we're going to go see if we can find some more.
Yeah, that might be a smallie. It is. There you go. There's a good one. That's why I love coming here. Look at this thing. Oh, man. Come on the spinnerbait, too. How much fun is that? How much fun is that? Come here. Yeah, look at that one. Oh. That is just one beautiful fish, and that is why I love coming to Crosse. One of the many reasons I love coming to Lacrosse. We'll be back right after this. This segment of Jim Crowley Outdoors is brought to you by these and other fine sponsors. There you go. What a pretty fit, man. You can tell they're definitely feeding up for fall. See you, buddy. I'm gonna hit spot lock here. Wait a second. Okay, this is pretty interesting. So we're just getting ready to get back into this bay right here, and we came up on the sand flat, and there's some grass patches there in the first grass patch that I threw up. This is actually, show you the spinnerbait that we're throwing, which is kind of a mess tangled up in here. All heck breaks loose when you hook smallmouth. This is another Lure Parts Online spinnerbait, and this is just that T-blade that we have. And it's been tough today. It's cold, so basically what I'm doing is slow rolling that little spinnerbait around places. I'm caught largemouth, caught smallmouth with it, and sometimes it never fails. Whenever fishing gets really tough, if you downsize and just slow down, a lot of times you're going to get bitten. I've caught a couple smallmouth on that today and a largemouth. We'll just keep going down the bank and see what we can find. But right now the bait fish have to be present, and grass and sand seem to be where they're at. We'll keep at it.
So Lacrosse is just an awesome place to come in for all outdoor recreation, but fishing is top-notch during the fall. Those fish tend to really migrate and congregate together. You can have absolutely banner days, no matter what you're fishing. Obviously today we're going after largemouth and smallmouth bass. There's 119 species in the Mississippi River. All of them are abundant. There's world-class walleye and pike and all the panfish. But besides that, it's also an amazing place to bring your family. The downtown is world-class, amazing places to eat, all kinds of great shopping. The scenery and the views here are amazing with our attractions like Grandad Bluff overlooking the Mississippi River. All the great things to do. Definitely a place to bring your family. Check it out, explorelacrosse.com. Book your next trip.
Oh man, come here you. Man, he hit that jerkbait hard. I don't even care if they're that big. They're so much fun. Come here. Yeah. Oh. He hit that thing so hard about jerked the rod out of my hand. You thought you were a lot bigger than you were, weren't you? Man, those things are so much fun. No matter their size, they're just a lot of fun. Jerkbaits in cold water, always a great option. Oh, fun.
You never know what you're going to get here. It's always largemouth, smallmouth. Get up in here, buddy. There's a good one right there. Oh, man. That's what I love about this place, man. It can be largemouth, it can be smallmouth. We transitioned over to some wood that's got just a little bit of sun on, a little bit of depth. Second cast. Love that little coastlaw with the single blade. Oh, I just love it. That T-blade is awesome. Now we're putting some stuff together. Nice fish there. All right. See ya. Cool. Good job, buddy. There's another one. Another good spinnerbait fish. We're working for them.
Yeah. Working, moving, finding a few fish here and there.
Need a net?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Good job, buddy. Which way are you going?
Really good one.
Good. Oh yeah. Get in there. Nice.
There we go.
Good job, man.
There we go.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, we're just cranking some wood back here in this bay. There's a lot of bait fish.
Beautiful. Yeah, so we just measured this fish, 17 and a half.
17 and a half.
Yeah, it doesn't quite make the Lunker League. We've had some beautiful fish that qualified for it. And what is it for a largemouth and a smallmouth to get in the Lunker League?
Both largemouth and smallmouth are 18 and a half here on the Mississippi River. Mouth doesn't need to be closed, but up against the bump board. And yeah, great program, all free and quality, reward you for your catch.
Yeah, I had an 18 and a half inch smallmouth earlier this year. We took a picture of the bump board and everything like that and got my certificate. Let's get that fish back. Now we're on to something. Right off that tree, man. God, he hammered that thing. Holy cow, did he hammer it. Come here, you. Yeah, come here. Rather decent one. Wow. They are just hitting this. It's got to be trees in the sun. And, whew, well, I thought he was about 3 times the size of that one. Whew, fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice one. Nice one. They're just eating up that single spin spinnerbait today. Nice fat fish. There's no question today. They are relating to wood. Now some of the smallmouth we caught I've been caught on wing dams, but the bass, the largemouth, are relating to this wood. And after this cold front, and I mean it got down to 30 degrees last night, they're just holding really, really tight to the wood. And it's always been, just for years, I've always thrown a little single spin spinnerbait, and I was glad that I got to be able to recreate that through Lure Parts Online. That's just our little T-blade. And sometimes when things are tough, you just go small, you downsize, and take your time. And that's what we're doing today. Get off. It's lure collecting 101. This segment of Jim Crowley Outdoors is brought to you by these and other fine sponsors. Decent one. That's been so much fun today. They are just tearing up the spinner. Let me get off this stuff here. Hold on. They're goodness, that's fun. He just inhaled that thing. They are all so fat. That's the one fun thing about the fall is that you can catch all different sizes, but it's fun today. I mean, like we said a couple times, the temperature got cold last night, but today the fishing is starting to heat up. Fun. Fishing in the fall is very exciting because all the fish are keying in on young of the year or small bait fish. A lot of the bait fish we were seeing in big, large groups were only about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. Those are the young of the year. And everything from the largemouth, smallmouth, walleyes, and northern pike, everything are keying in on those bait fish. So the lures that we use, we did the best to match that size. Not so much the color all the time, and we'll go over that in a second, but I wanted baits that were going to match the size of those bait fish. One of the baits that I love to throw in the fall is a Rapala DT6. Now in this color right here is called Disco Shad. This has worked all across the Midwest for me. It's just one of those ones at this time of year I always have tied on. Now, with the water being as cold and we had some severe temperature drops, the water was getting colder. So remember, lures like Rapala's OG Slim and OG Tiny are also going to be good choices because they're flat-sided baits. And a lot of time in cold water, whether it be in the spring or in the fall, those flat-sided baits, especially when everybody else is throwing crankbaits, can really be productive. So don't leave those out. Also, jerkbaits this time of year, especially for smallmouth, are always going to be productive. In really, really cold water, fishing for smallies, I like bright colors. Not saying that other colors won't work, but my number one lure for smallmouth in really cold water is a pink X-Wrap size 10. Now with this lure, I caught the biggest smallmouth that I've ever put on camera, which was close to 6 pounds. And anytime that the water is really cold, I like those shock colors for smallmouth. It could be that orange chartreuse, it could be that hothead. But also sometimes smallmouth can be really picky on the size of the forage that they're feeding on. So don't be afraid to throw different colors, maybe like the hot steel in size 10. Also size 6 and 8 in the X-Wraps are always good choices. That X-Wrap, in my opinion, is probably one of the #1 smallmouth jerkbaits of all time. But make no mistake about it, largemouth and walleyes can be caught on them as well. The X-Wrap is just all in all, when you're looking for a jerkbait that does everything, the X-Wrap has it. The standout lure for today was without question this little 3/8 ounce spinnerbait that I made up. Now this is, I made this from Lure Parts Online. Matter of fact, if you look at this head, I had so many fish on this and they hit it so hard they were knocking the paint off the head and actually knocked the eyeball off one side of the thing here. Realized that some of the biggest fish we caught today, and I'm going to show you one right here, actually came on one of the smallest lures we were throwing, and that is this 3/8 ounce little spinnerbait right here. Now, how we were fishing the bait was just throwing it by the ends of laydowns. It had to be around wood. Okay, that's what the largemouth were relating to, where the smallmouth were relating more to sand, some sparse grass, and some flowing current water below wing dams. The rod I was throwing those spinnerbaits on was made from an American Tackle Bushido blank. It was a 6/8 10-17. That blank has an extremely fast tip, and it allows me to be really accurate with even the smallest of spinnerbaits. Now, for you custom rod builders, this is something that if you haven't seen it yet, you need to go to American Tackle and check it out. This is their HCC, or handcrafted carbon, reel seats. These are extremely light and they amplify the sound or the feel of graphite. So when that small blade stopped turning, I automatically knew that I had a fish, because that little blade doesn't put off a thump. As I said, it just puts off more of a buzz or a hum. This handcrafted carbon reel seat is so sensitive, any interruption in your bait at all, and you are going to feel it. Go to American Tackle and check out these handcrafted carbon reel seats. You're going to have something special and feel more than you've ever felt before. I think it's pretty good. Yeah! Another decent one. All right. We're just having to mix it up today, and I'm gonna show you. Those of you who watched the show before, nice little chunky smallmouth there. Anytime you're fishing for smallmouth, I don't care what time of year it is. That hot pink right there, it's just been a really, really good one. And we've said this before, I will continue to say this: do not throw a jerkbait for smallmouth, or very rarely should you throw one without a feathered tail on the back, because when it's tough like it is today, a lot of times they will end up grabbing that feathered tail. It will get you more bites. I don't know why, I just know that it works. So that an X-Wrap size 10 in pink, if you're fishing for smallmouth, always have it in your box. Whoa, there's another one. Come here. Yeah, good. Yeah, now they're hitting it a little bit better. They're also fat. I don't care what size smallmouth they are just fun on a jerkbait. Now, I'm going to show you this area that we're sitting in right here. We're actually on a wing dam right here, and we're on the deep side. And the current is actually coming together in like two places. We've got wind and then we've got the other. And we're catching a little bit. I mean, that's two fish really quick. This time of year, what can happen is walleyes and smallmouth can gang up on the same places. So we're going to sit here for a little bit because chances are we might just catch a walleye. Hey, it is a walleye. It is a walleye. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oof. Nice. We're just saying that these are the places where they can stack up the same. And that's a nice walleye there. I think it's fun. Anytime I can catch fish on jerkbaits, that's cool. They're a nice walleye. Man, he hammered that thing though. Pretty cool. Get back in there, buddy. All right, anytime, we were talking about today about what a severe cold front we had last night. And the thing is, anytime you have running water like that, sometimes there'll be a bunch of spots like that, but you can pull up to a place where there's running water and it will negate those cold weather effects, and sometimes the fish will really stack up. And that's what's happening here with the smallmouth and walleyes. And that's 3-4 fish right here in one little area. I've said it before, but jerkbait sometimes when the bite is really tough, it can definitely be one of those lures that will get you that bite under some of the harshest conditions. Wait do you guys see what we got here? What a trip. Look at this. A big pike. Look at that thing. Whoa. Whoa. I'm gonna move back up over here. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Little spinnerbait again. That spinnerbait today has been just killer. I got news for you, buddy. I don't know how you and I are going to do this, but every time you come up here, you have a surprise. Look at this. Oh, is that fun? Oh, is that fun? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what we're going to do here. And the net, of course, is on the other side. Let me see. I'm not going to want to do that. I'm just going to wear you out. We're just going to wear you out. That's a nice pike. That's a nice pike anywhere you go. You just don't want to quit, do you? Oh my goodness. You just don't want to quit. Oops, no, that's not gonna work. Come here, you big critter. There you go. Oh, look at that. Got him. I got him. He's got me. Well, so much for wearing those pants to dinner tonight. There you go. Look at that. What a nice pike. You know, I think that's about as good a way. I'm slimed. I think that's about as good a way to end the show as any. We caught nice smallmouth, caught some really big largemouth today, and had this beautiful pike. Every time we come up to Lacrosse, it's a new adventure. It's fun. Now it's slime time. I'm gonna put this pike back. I'll tell you what, this is so cool. Even with a major cold front coming through, we had so much fun today. Largemouth, smallmouth, walleye, pike, all in one day on just crankbaits and single spin spinnerbaits. I'll tell you what, we worked for it, but God blessed us with a great day, and I hope He does exactly the same for you on your next trip. Thanks for joining us today. God bless you. I'm Jim Crowley. We'll see you soon. On this recent trip, we stayed at the Courtyard Marriott, 500 Front Street South, Lacrosse, Wisconsin.